Continue on with our pre-finals. Rolling up next is your Rock Jr. And we'll see if anybody can do their homework, bring something to the table. The one they've been chasing, the 251. Matthias Ramirez inside of row number 1. Outside will be Ryan Norberg in a 248. Starting third to 246, that'll be Mayo Livingston. Starting fourth, your points leader in the 271, Luis Jose Fortiza III. Theo Chick in the 256, starting fifth. Sixth will be the 81 of Jimmy Cabrera. Elias Fernandez in the 79 will start in the 7 spot. Starting 8th, the 79, David Malukas in the 79. Starting 9th to 230 of Olivia Bellinger. Christian Muniz in the number 292, starting 10th. Giolano in the 104, starting 11th. 12th, it'll be Sasha Bonwibo in the 21. Starting 14th, it will be the 14 of Seve DePinto. Alex Sullivan in the number 19, starting 15th. Henry Brass in the 77X, starting 16th. And Nick Sanchez in the 80X, starting in the 17th position. So this will be Rock Jr. 16-lap pre-final. Again, could anybody bring anything to the table? And I'll tell you why I say that. Ramirez, quick time in qualifying, has swept the first 3 heat events. Ramirez has been the money one. So we'll see what happens. Can anybody bring it to them as they get set to go? Green is out. We're underway. That outside lane gets a good run going into turn number 1. And that might be what the doctor ordered for Ryan Norberg. Good run there for Norberg. Ramirez in the first 3 heat races came out of the gate as your leader. And again, once he got up front, he was hard to bring in. Ramirez now on the attack mode as he goes on the bumper of Ryan Norberg. And Ryan Norberg, he's been no slouch this weekend. Qualified second, finished second in all 3 heat events. So this could be his time, Ryan Norberg. Can Ryan get something going? He comes off that top of the oval with Ramirez right on his heels. So it's Ramirez holding on to second. Norberg, your leader. Mayo Livingston in that 3rd spot. Now Ramirez going to muscle his way around. Stays into that 2nd spot. Goes back to work on Norberg. Top 3 drivers. Norberg, Ramirez, and Livingston all nose to tail. And Ryan Norberg, very strong. This young man coming off a great summer. Talked about some of his great things he's had over the summer, and he's been running very well with Ramirez on his heels. Mayo Livingston right now being scored in the 3rd spot as they'll come down to turn number 1. Norberg tapping on the back of that helmet, trying to keep Ramirez with him. Mayo Livingston. Mayo qualified in the 6th position. Mayo finishing 4th in heat number 1. Finished 7th in heat number 2. Livingston 3rd place in heat number 3. So Mayo Livingston's been right there. Top 3 drivers on Tony Karts as they'll head through the tree turn. And some tight racing 4th, 5th, and 6th. That's Fortiza, Lucas, and Saraceno. Your leaders will cross the line. Now Ramirez going to be challenged coming into turn number 1. And he's got the motor, he's got the room, and he's got the lead. So Ramirez now takes it away coming off of turn number 1. So lead change here with 3 laps in. Again, it'll be 16 laps, 16-lap pre-final. So here in lap number 3, got a lead change. That is Ramirez. Started on the pole position. And Matthias Ramirez up front. I got to believe this is the first time all weekend in the first 3 heat events that Ramirez has been in that 2nd place position, but now regains the lead. And Ramirez across the line, completes lap number 4. And talking about Ramirez getting that top spot. And now he sets quick time with a 37.880 for Ramirez. So Matthias settling right back into it. As I said, he's got a lot of laps here at the Ocala Grand Prix. Probably one of the hardest working drivers out there. Really takes the practice session serious. Talented little driver there, Ramirez, off the tree turn. Yeah, you really watch the way that cart is dialed in. You could see it, and I got a great shot looking at the tree turn as Ramirez just smooth as silk coming off the turns. And again, he's very, very talented. He'll work down into turn number 1. And Vincenzo Saraceno in the top 5. Saraceno right now 2.9 seconds behind your leader. And it's been a little bit of a struggle for Saraceno. And Saraceno finished in the 17th spot in heat number 3. Had a 9th place finish in heat number 2 for Saraceno. And a top 10 in heat number 1. So Saraceno looking pretty good here. Bouncing back in the top 5 for Saraceno. 6 laps complete as Ramirez across the stripe. Ramirez down into turn number 1 with a 9/10 of a second advantage. Lap number 6 for the 3rd straight time. Ramirez clicks off quick time with a 37.627 for Matias Ramirez. So Ramirez with quick time. Again, it's nice when you could be the leader and continuing to pick up the pace. Got a log jam of traffic, 4th on back. Boy, some good racing there. David Malukas in that 79. David making his first start with the Rock Cup this season. He'll lead that second pack of carts to the top of the oval. 7 laps complete. Again, 16-lap pre-final. Matias Ramirez, he has just been dynamite all weekend long. And we'll check in on your points leader, running 6th, Luis Jose Fortiza. Right now, 6th place, 4 seconds behind your leader. Luis Jose Fortiza, best lap time, 38.068. Did that at the halfway, just under the halfway point. So Fortiza sits back in the 6th position. As Ramirez will cross the line, he'll pick up the halfway sign this time by. So 7 down, 7 to go. Ramirez, your second different leader. Took it over in lap number 3. And again, consistent lap after lap. Again, for the 3rd straight lap, Ramirez, quick time, 37.608. So just over the halfway point, we'll take you through the field. Ramirez, your second different leader, 1.2 second advantage over Livingston. Mayo running 2nd, Ryan Norberg 3rd. Lucas running 4th, Saraceno 5th. Fortiza, your points leader, running 6th. Cabrera running 7th, Theo Chick 8th, Fernandez 9th, Sasha Bonwiebel running 10th. Alenano running in the 11th spot, Sullivan 12th, Bellinger 13th, Munoz running 14th, Brass 15th, DePinto 15th, 16th, we'll correct that for Seve, and Nick Sanchez running in the 17th position. Overall quick time going to your leader of Ramirez, 37.608. Ramirez now with a 1.4 second advantage with 9 laps complete. Again, outstanding run going for David Malakis again. David, right now running 4th. He's keeping some heavy hitters in behind him. Talking about Saraceno. Good turnaround to see Saraceno in the top 5. So Saraceno getting it turned around. He's been there. Sits now in the 5th position. Saraceno 5 seconds behind your leader. Again, black flag going to come out on the 292. That'll be the 292. That's Christian Munez in the 292. So Ramirez, again, you got to love to watch the way that cart is set up. So nice. As you watch some of the drivers, they'll wrestle that cart through the tree turn. But Ramirez just little turn that wheel, and it's nice and smooth. Keeps the hands on the wheel, just cruising right along. Ryan Norberg currently running 3rd in behind Mayo Livingston. Again, we've been calling these two guys quite a bit. Mayo Livingston in the 246, Norberg in the 248. Again, Ryan Norberg, he's been the bridesmaid in the first 3 heat races today. 2nd in all 3 heat races. Ryan Norberg qualified 2nd. So you don't think there's a little bit of frustration for Ryan Norberg. He's been there. But coming up a little short, got the hot shoot Ramirez up front with 12 laps complete this time by. Ramirez 1 lap ago turned to 37.555, and that is overall quick time for Ramirez. And Saraceno, Jimmy Cabrera, Fortiza, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Saraceno currently running 5th. Cabrera running 6th. Fortiza in that 7th spot. And points leader, Luis Jose Fortiza, has been very strong as you go into the first couple events. But having it a little tougher here at the Ocala Grand Prix. Yes, that hot shoot. Matias Ramirez moving right along. 13 laps complete. Ramirez just rolled a 37.506. Again, I've said it 3 or 4 times. It's nice to be up front, but boy, when you can turn quick lap and be up front, it is just better out in clean air for Ramirez. Ramirez off the top of that hairpin turn. There's Norberg staying in pursuit of that second place car of Livingston. Again, David Malekis having a solid run. Again, David making his first start here with Rock Cup. David being scored in the 4th place position with 2 laps to go. So moving right along. Here's your race leader, Matias Ramirez. He started on the pole, took him 3 laps, finally got around, and has led ever since then as he continues to move along. He's got a full 2-second advantage over Mayo Livingston. Mayo second, Ryan Norberg running third. Norberg 2.3 seconds behind your leader. So Ramirez making it look easy. Home track. Not a big surprise. Again, a hard worker, probably one of the hardest working kids out there. Spends a lot of practice time. And showing off today, the crew right now, they're A+. Got to bring it around one more time as the white flag is up. Final circuit for Matias Ramirez. And Norberg in the top 3. You don't think Norberg got to be scratching his head. Where do I get them extra horses to get up there to catch Ramirez? David Malukas in the 79, a solid top 5 run going right now. As Ramirez will come to the top of the oval, he'll exit off, comes down the front straightaway, and picking up the victory in your Rock Junior pre-final goes to Matias Ramirez. And at the line, side by side, as Livingston will hold off Ryan Norberg for second. Norberg comes home third. David Malukas will pick up that 4th spot. Jimmy Cabrera, great run for Jimmy, gets in the top 5, and he'll finish in the 5th spot.